Alright, hello YouTube Magic Gamers. So we are playing our Historic Brawl Challenge where we try to get 5 wins before we get 5 losses. Today we are playing Valomachus Lorehold. So he's all about um, getting spells for free off of him, so he can get you a lot of value. He is 7 mana to play, but he also has Flying Vigilance and Haste, so you do get a lot for your mana. So the deck runs a lot of artifact mana rocks and ways to get him out as fast as possible, things that make treasures, all that stuff. And yeah, we just try and get Valomachus out as quickly as possible and haste people to death with burn spells to control their board and other stuff like that, and some pump spells to make him do more damage faster. Let's see if we can get 5 wins before we get 5 losses. But of all the Boros commanders on Historic Brawl Arena, he is probably one of my favorites for Boros. He's at least more interesting than most of the Boros commanders, I find. There's a few that are interesting too, but I like him best. Man, if I had one more land in the starting hand instead of like any of these 3, this hand would have been great. It would be really risky to keep this hand. I think I have to mulligan it, sadly. This is the kind of hand I like to see, though, like several mana rocks, something that lets me draw some cards, like just not enough land. Well, now we've got mana, but no white mana. We do have Chromatic Lantern, we got Magda, so pretty good shot of getting the Chromatic Lantern on the board. I'm playing against a Rafine deck, though, so it might be tough, but it's probably going to be tough no matter what, so we'll go with this and see how it goes. Rafine can be a very, very strong deck. In fact, I'd say the Rafine deck I have is probably one of my most powerful decks. It probably has the highest win rate. Hey, we drew planes, that's good. Alright. Magda gets to get me some treasure, that's excellent. One of the new cards I put in. What does it get? Oh yeah, this one gets back stuff from the graveyard, so not useful yet. Probably will be useful later though. Do I want to kill that? Oh, this only kills an artifact though. Oh no, it does hit the enchantment. I don't think I really want to use up a treasure to kill that. I don't care about it that much. Bye-bye, Magda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can almost cast Valomachus already. I am going to use this Rip Apart. I'm just trying to decide if I want to use it on the Fleshbag Marauder or the Dread Horde Invasion. And this definitely gets some more value over time. So I'm probably going to do that. I think so. I don't think I really care too much about a 3-1. That doesn't really do anything. Got 2 of my board wipes too, so my opponent like loads the board up all of a sudden. Like he plays his Rafine this turn, I might just hit him with a Cleansing Nova next turn. I was trying Rafine zombies, huh? Interesting. Oh, we didn't draw a land, which is a little sad. But I think the Sunwing will be good enough to play for now, and it'll keep his stuff at bay for the most part. Tap his stuff a little bit. Going full-on zombies, jeez. Well, against a normal Rafine deck, we'd probably be in trouble, but since he's playing a zombie Rafine deck, I'm not too worried. Zombies aren't the strongest thing on Brawl, I don't think. Okay, well. I can play my Ornithopter of Paradise and guarantee Valomachus next turn. Or I could just Cleansing Nova this board that's actually getting a little scary. take a few damage, but I don't really care about that too much. Yeah, I'm going to swing, and then I think I'm going to Cleansing Nova now. Just so my opponent doesn't have the option to get Raccoon triggers this turn. Yeah, I thought I was going to take some damage there. Oh, it's when they enter. Just a Phyrexian Arena. He did not play his Raccoon for some reason. It's good for us, though. So, can't kill anything with that. That's really all we got. I am surprised we haven't drawn a land by now, though. We've only drawn 4 land and we've drawn a lot of cards. Mathematically, we definitely should have drawn land by now. What the heck does the Wand of Orcus do? I don't even remember this one. Whenever a equipped creature attacks or blocks it, and zombies you control gain Death Touch. If a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you get that many zombie tokens. Jeez, that's actually pretty good. I guess it's kind of expensive though, 3 to cast, 3 to equip. Probably going to abrade it though. I don't think I want to deal with him getting lots of zombie tokens. Alright, now we can get our Valomachus down, which is nice. Let's see if we can get something cool here. Oh, this is a new one. It's the only one I got that I can cast. So I guess we're doing it. Alright, well, Valomachus gets big and we get a free card that we can play until next turn. That's not a bad one. Blocks. Cool. We got Wrath. That's painful. Ah, still didn't draw land. I want to get anything back from the graveyard. Get back Cleansing Nova and Rip Apart, maybe? Or Braid's kind of the same thing. I don't think I care that much. I think I'm just going to play this as the creature. I'll just play a Stupid Crofter. I'll get this treasure map down. And I'm going to put a hold on my upkeep to use the treasure map. I'm going to wait for my opponent to put more stuff on the board before I go farewelling. He has nothing but artifacts, jeez. Alright, well that's good for us though. That means he didn't really do anything. Just that's fine. I want to use this. Really want land. This is kind of getting to a crazy point of not drawing land. What the fuck? Well, I don't think I want to use Storm's Wrath right now. I think I'd want to wait for him to play his Rafine down first. I think I'm going to just cast this now while I have the time. Let's get back a Braid and Cleansing Nova. I might even end up using Cleansing Nova for artifacts and enchantments. Oh, that's right, I have to discard a card. I forgot about that part of it. I think I'm just going to get rid of the Braid too. So we'll only get 1 card back. Maybe I forgot. I guess I just missed that wording. I forgot that it said discard a card. Oh, I need to discard a card. Maybe that card isn't very good. I mean, I just put it in the deck, so I was just trying it out, but I definitely did not notice that part of it. It makes it less good than I thought it was. Probably gonna fare well if I draw a land this turn. I don't think I'm gonna hit artifacts though. I don't think I want to lose my artifacts. And if I don't draw a land, I'm probably going to Storm's Wrath. So either way, I'm losing my creatures, so there's no reason to not block here. Still block that. Oh, it's menace. Block that then. And I'll block this. Oh, that's right, they're all menace, aren't they? Yeah, I guess I'll just block that, it's fine. But I do want to hit my opponent's graveyard, I think. Cool, we got the land. So if I farewell for creatures, enchantments, and graveyard, I think that'll be pretty good. Let's just hope that last card in my opponent's hand isn't a counter spell. Not that it would be the end of the world even if it was, but I don't think, even though I'd hit more of my opponent's artifacts than my own, I don't think it matters that much, and I need mine more than he needs his. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I guess I should have swung and hit for 1 damage, though. I always forget those little things. That's over. Just farewelling myself. Yeah, no coming back from that. Even if there was, I don't really want to. We'll accept the loss on that. Opponent had the perfect last card in his hand. Game number 2. Always a disappointing loss when you lose to Mana Screw. I think if we had drawn some land earlier on in that game, like we mathematically should have, we would have had a pretty decent shot there. Before he had a chance to get that Teferi's Protection off. Which I'm assuming he had just drawn that last turn when he drew all those cards off the Connive. Well, we got a Mana Rock, got a way to protect Valomachus potentially. Foster Cat's pretty good in this deck. His hand has some potential. We're up against a Kenrith deck, so that could be anything. I'll take a chance with this hand. Do this first. It has to come in tapped. I like Gilded Lotus in this deck too. If we can get to the point where we can cast it, that should be pretty good. Kenrith Artifact deck? Weird. Ooh, we hit 3 land and North After Paradise and he gets some value out of it. That's a cool draw. I think I'm going to take the 3 damage, so... Oh, no, I don't have 2 white. I can't play this and this. That's unfortunate. But I think I'm going to play Forging of Tyrite Sword and just put this in tapped. Guess I can use the treasure on my Watchdog, but I don't think I want to. I'd rather save that for Valomachus. I definitely think that's cool, though, playing a Kenrith as an artifact commander. I think that's interesting. It's definitely more interesting than most Kenrith decks I see. I think I'm just going to go for the Gilded Lotus into Resolute Watchdog and Blackblade Reforged. I don't think I want to play Boss Riquette on a board with nothing. But then again, he's only got Emery. Doesn't have anything else to get out of the graveyard though, so we hit him for 1. I think I'm still going to do the Resolute Watchdog first. Next turn we can have Valomachus and Resolute Watchdog can potentially keep him alive. This is another spell that, like, not sure I should keep this in the deck. I've actually gotten some really good value out of it before, but then I've also probably about 50-50 have it like this where it's just a dead card in my hand. But maybe we'll still get value out of it later. Let's see. I'm not sure how long this game's going to end up being, but he has a Goldspan. Shit. That's bad. But at least it's not bigger than my Valomachus, so he's only going to get one hit in with it if my Valomachus lives. I'll probably go get Shadow Spear with this. I think actually that's the only other equipment I have in the deck, right? Or maybe I have Swiftfoot Boots. No, I didn't put Swiftfoot Boots in because I already have haste on Valomachus, so it didn't feel worth it. Alright, well, let's go for it. I want to play Shadow Spear. I think I don't want to. I think I'm going to equip. It costs 3 to equip it to him. I'd have a mana left over for the Watchdog. Only one hit. It's a good one, though. I think I'm probably going to take Elspeth Conqueror's Death here. That gets a lot of damage. So I think my opponent's in a lot of trouble here. He needs something that exiles him, basically, to kill my Valomachus. Hopefully he doesn't have that. And if he plays Kenrith, I'll Elspeth Conqueror's Death him. If he doesn't, I'll probably do the Elspeth Conqueror's Death to the Goldspan Dragon, most likely. Kind of depends what else he does. So what we'll be doing to a Chromatic Orrery, I guess. Well, that's all he's got. Alright, that's a really weird attack. Guess he really wants that treasure. I'm gonna block it though. If he has some weird combat trick that actually works here, I'll be surprised. I think that was a really strange attack. But that's good for me, I think. Plays the Kenrith. Biggest problem here is that I really want to kill these two things badly. But I can only kill one of them. I have 10 mana, so I really want to get the Shadow Spear onto Valomachus as well. That'll cost me 3 of my 10. And then if I play Elspeth Conqueror's Death, I'll have 2 left over. So I did want to definitely save 1 mana and have this thing open too, so I guess that's what we'll be doing. Let's just do this first, actually. I'm trying to decide, do I hit Kenrith or do I hit the Chromatic Orrery? I think it's got to be the Orrery. It's just too much mana. I can find another way to kill Kenrith, potentially off of Valomachus. It's more likely that I'll find something to kill Kenrith. Maybe I should have waited until I attacked the Valomachus though to see if I got something that killed one or the other. That would have been smarter, but oh well. We made our choice. hopefully we get something to kill Kenrith here. That would be really cool. We have Swords of Plowshares. That's probably what I'm going to do. Gives him 5 life, but that's fine. It still sets up lethal for next turn either way. Okay, guess he didn't have anything. Alright, so 1-1. I really like playing this deck though, it's just a fun deck. It's just so different than most Boros decks, which almost all Boros decks are just like very linear, very aggressive, usually aggro type decks, and aggro just isn't my favorite kind of deck. This is definitely more mid-range to control. For Boros, that's definitely different. This hand kind of sucks. All white cards, no white mana. I think I'm going to mull this. Definitely better on the mana here. Also got a ramp, got a couple of ramps. Alright, this is good. This is another new card I just added to the deck. I haven't actually cast it yet. I think it has potential in here. Definitely one of those spells that will be cool to get off of Valomachus to do the potentially get the escalate thing. I believe that still works with his ability. Let's ramp up a little. Still lean to the Wild Mage though. Sometimes this deck kind of comes out of nowhere and just kills you. She's definitely the kind of commander I want to keep off the board if I can, but right now I do not have any way of killing her in my hand, so that is a concern. Oh boy, now she's going to have haste next turn. That is unfortunate. That's good. So I guess I'm holding my mana up to Wandering Emperor, his commander, instead of forging the Tyrite Sword. That Wandering Emperor definitely came just in time. What does this work on attack? Yeah, so he's going to get a copy, but at least we can take her out. We drew a land, that's what I was hoping for. Now I can play 2 spells to flip this thing back over. Question is, what 2 spells? What does this do? Kills a creature with a power of 4 greater, so that's not toughness. So I think I'm just going to do Forging, the Tyrite Sword, and I'm going to play Petra's Monument with the Treasure. We'll make a Samurai token, I think. Yeah. I'm wondering if it's going to die either way. I might as well get a token out of it. Definitely still has damage coming in though. Oh, if we can draw a land. Oh wait, I don't need a land. That's right, I have Petra's Monument, but we got the land in. Oh yeah, we have that too. So we're definitely getting our Valomachus down this turn at least. White, I guess. Probably doesn't really matter. I do have a lot more spells in the deck that cost double white, red. We still have a mana left over in case. Big Score is probably what I'm going to play here. I don't think Reconstruct History is going to get me much. It'll get me back Wandering Emperor. I don't think I care about it that much, though. I think I'd rather do this. Just discard this card, which I'm increasingly unimpressed with. That's probably going to get cut. But it was worth trying out. Do I want to spend my treasures, get an idyllic tutor? Because his Delinia is probably coming down this next turn, and I really need to keep that off the board. So I think I'm going to idyllic tutor for Elspeth Conquers Death. I don't need to save the treasures for anything. This way I'm guaranteed to have a way to deal with Delinia. Delina, whatever her name is. I guess I don't need Elspeth Conqueror's Death to kill it. Oh shit. Wow. Tyrone the shit out of me. That's unfortunate. Oh, you just killed my Valomachus with that, huh? Oh, how disappointing. Wow. Well, you can't have skill, have luck. That was really unfortunate. Yeah, that's too much damage. I guess we just love. Wow. Just roll a nat 20 and 2 other high rolls after it. That's all you need. Who needs skill or competence or anything like that? Cannot play Valomachus again, so I guess we're just dead. Yeah, I don't see any way to survive this. Like, if I play this and get a token from this, I don't have any mana left to do anything else that matters. If I play this to kill his commander, we're basically just dead on board. I mean, I guess I can block with that, but that's not a winning strategy. I guess it's our only chance, though. But his Delinia is still just gonna freaking make copies of the Twin Shot and he's dead. Yeah, this is over. I don't see any way to win this. Wow, that was just the most insane high roll. We're just dead anyway. Oh well. Well, that didn't really feel like a real loss, but it still was technically a loss. Definitely feels bad when your game just comes down to a fucking die roll, essentially. Definitely extremely depressing. Well, Helena and Elena. That's going to be a really tough one to win. If he has even an average aggro start with that deck, if the deck is built well, you're going to die. I mean, we have a Storm's Wrath, which is one of the few cards in my deck that might make us not die to this, but boy, the mana sucks in this hand. Guess I have to take the chance, though. But if we miss even one land drop, I don't think we can win this. Got Wrath of God, too. Still need to draw land, though. Do I go for the red or the white? Guess it doesn't really matter. The white is a more sure thing on killing things. So I guess we go for that. Missed a land draw. Missed a land draw. Well, if we miss another land draw, I think it's just over right then and there. Although my opponent has not played any creatures yet, so he's not coming out very aggressively. So this is not your typical Helena and Elena deck plan. Okay, he's just drawing cards. Alright, we missed a land drop. We're still probably dead, though. We really need to not miss any land drops. Okay. Hey, we got a land drop. Probably too little too late. At least we got treasure. No, maybe not. We'll see. Having two of these might get us to be able to win the game, maybe. And my opponent coming out really slow was definitely good for us. Especially where we're big with mana speed. But glad we're not just depending on Storm's Wrath, because that wasn't going to be enough. Still didn't draw land. Fucking great. I love Magic the Gathering sometimes. Not a great Wrath of God, but got no choice. That's just going to get out of control way too fast if we don't do it. It's really too bad Rip Apart isn't a freaking instant. I have a feeling we're going to need the life. At least we drew a land, if it is a tap land. Just gotta throw this guy down. Block with them and get 3 treasures, and then play Valomachus and hope for the best. At least we have a chance at this point, just because my opponent came out so damn slow. That's fine. He has all his stuff now, but that Storm's Wrath is probably going to save the day here. I think I'm going to kill this guy because that draws him a card. Getting back in it. I think I have to do this before I play Valomachus, unfortunately. Still gonna hold back on some of this other stuff here. It says good game, huh? What does he think he has lethal this turn? Oh, he's one of these obnoxious people that just clicks it over and over again. So weird. Well, at least we can get Valomachus down and see if something good happens. My opponent just wasting time because he's salty. Definitely seems salty after clicking good game a million times. Definitely taste the salt. I'm actually thinking maybe he disconnected himself. Kind of funny. Well, this will kill his troll. So I think I'll do this. I can discard as many cards from hand and draw that many cards. I might want to do that. So I'll do that. 4 damage to target creature. Oh, it's 1 or more. I can actually do them all, huh? Oh, I have to escalate for that though, so I can only choose 1. That's right. We'll just do the 4 damage then. Because I don't have any mana. Oh, he's still there, so he's just being a douchebag. Alright, let's attack first and see what happens, although maybe I'll do Gideon so I can gain some life. Actually, no, I'm going to just attach the Shovel Spear. So what happens here? Ooh, Justice can be good. What's this one do again? This is a new one I put in as well. Let's start with the Power 4 here, so that'll kill his Troll. And I already have Rip Apart to kill his Helena, so probably do this. I don't think I have anything I really want to get back with that except my Wandering Emperor. Yeah, I'm going to do this. He's just going to sit there and waste time again. What a special person. I guess I'll say good game back to him now, because I do think that it's over. Some people really are just scumbags, aren't they? I wonder, is this guy just so desperate for a win that he thinks I'll concede out of boredom? So desperate for a win that doesn't get you anything. Oh man. The opponent's just going to sit there and wait for the concede to happen, I guess. It's fine with me. Sorry that so much time is being wasted to my viewers here, though. But I refuse to give them the satisfaction of conceding, just to save time. So the guy's apparently all mad that his Helena and Elena deck didn't work out because he built it badly. Because, I mean, look at the cards in the deck. It's such a bad version of it. Like, holy shit. It's terrible, terrible design. No wonder you lost. Well, if we can get a buff spell off of this Valomachus trigger, we can have lethal with Twinferno. What a loser. Alright, so now we're at 2-2. Very nice. People definitely do strange things in this game sometimes. Well, this hand isn't terrible. Definitely needs to draw some land, but that's pretty much always true. Especially with this deck. That is land. Guess we'll play that first. Since now we'll be able to play this untapped on turn 3. That does an interesting drop. I think I'm going to go for the Ornithopter of Paradise. Since it's guaranteed mana, and if he wants to waste a removal spell on one of my small creatures, I'd rather kill that than Magda. So. Spellbinder's annoying. I wonder what it'll hit with it. I don't think anything really concerns me that it could hit with it in my hand, though. Goldsmith makes sense. Sorry, 4 mana. Clock. Oh, he does not save it to block. Cool, Magda gets through it, looks like. Maybe he still might play a creature after this. Alright. That's cool. I thought I was gonna have to give up my Magda to get the treasure. Yeah, I don't think I want to save my mana for anything else, so I'm just going to equip this to her. Might as well get some life gain and more damage in. I'll keep my Lightning Strike and Valor stance held up. I don't think I want to use the Lightning Strike on the Elite Spellbinder. I don't really care about the damage, and I mean, if you did something like Ephemerate or something like that, I probably would do it as a response. Take the damage, it's fine. We're breaking even on that with the Shadow Spear. And if we can draw an untapped land this turn, we can actually get the Valomachus down potentially. Although opponent holding up all his mana, I don't like that. That actually makes me kind of want to use the Lightning Strike on the Elite Spellbinder, because maybe he'll use a counterspell to save it. Probably wouldn't, though. I think I'm going to do it, though. Drawing a lot of board wipes. We can't play Valomachus before attack step, unfortunately. So I don't think I'm going to play it this turn. And and I'm highly suspicious of my opponent holding up all that mana, so it's definitely saying he has a counterspell. He might be bluffing, but I really don't want to play Valomachus into a counterspell that seems so obvious when I don't really need to. Oh, he just played a shark. Okay. Alright. It's not so bad. Do I want to Valor Stance the shark? I don't really care if Magda dies at this point. Maybe I will just let this die and get my Valomachus out. Yeah, I think I will. Don't actually care about it now. Magda got me plenty of value at this point. Now let's hope my opponent doesn't have a removal. Probably does, but hopefully he doesn't. He's pretty low on cards, though. Oh, cool. Guess he doesn't have it. I mean, he still could. Seems like unlikely. Well, now he's got his mana for Atraxa next turn, though. Or it's just a first. So he's going to be able to get his cards from Atraxa, but we have removal for Atraxa right on board, which is nice. Or right in hand, I mean. Well, let's see what happens with Valomachus before I do anything else. Probably should have attached a Shadow Spear to him, though. Didn't think about it. I guess it would have let me cast Farewell, but I probably wouldn't have. Yeah, we'll do this. Starnheim Unleashed. It's interesting. Yeah, I don't really need to hold Valor Stance up, I don't think. Well, if I want to take 3 damage, yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I guess I will hold it up since I can. I don't want to lose this. I'd rather get the go off of it. There's really nothing else to do anyways. Yeah. Seems good. I expect Atraxa to land at this point, and we'll be able to kill it at its end step. Can't stop it from going off. At least can get rid of a 7/7 on the board. I'm also thinking about using that Cleansing Nova to blow up the artifacts and enchantments, because I mean I would lose my Ornithopter, but he would lose Dryad, Clock, and those tokens if he doesn't use them this turn. Getting tired. I'm actually having some surprisingly long games with Valomachus Lorehold. Usually the games are a little quicker with him. What did you get? You got Cloud Sift, Skyclave, Town Space. Okay, that's not so bad. Actually, that was a pretty weak Atraxa, which is good for us. That Cloud Shift is an instant. What does it do again? Returns the battlefield. Oh, so we get another trigger off the Atraxa when I kill her, but I think there's nothing I can do about that, so it's probably still worth it. Yeah, we'll force him. Hopefully he gets another weak draw off of it. Yeah, that wasn't a very good. Oh, that's a lot of land. Holy crap. Okay, cool. The only thing that's kind of annoying in there is the Essence Flux and the Infernal Pact, I guess. Which one's Essence Flux, though? Yeah, he took it. What's that one do again? Then returns. Okay, so that doesn't stop the board wipe, if that's what I end up doing, which I might have to do. Which is unfortunate. Alright, well I got 6 mana, so I can equip this Shadow Spear to Valomachus, swing with him, and if I don't get a spell that'll deal with Atraxa, then I can still Wrath of God afterwards. I think it's worth doing. And Essence Flux doesn't save his Atraxa from Wrath of God, so. I don't want a Day of Judgment. Ooh, I got swords. That's good. Though that doesn't really help that much because he can just Essence Flux in response, so it's not really going to do anything. What's Reconstruct History going to get me? Nothing much, really. I don't think that's worth it. Is the Braid worth it? I can kill his clock with the Braid and not have to use my Cleansing Nova, but I guess that's what I'll do. Or Day of Judgment and save my Wrath of God is the other option. I don't think I need to do that. Let's kill the clock before he gets a new hand. It was unfortunate it's going to be a while before I can get Valomachus back up, but at least we drew the key, so that'll make it faster potentially. So my opponent also has a lot of mana, so. Yeah, and I got him to throw away his Essence Flux for no good reason. I guess he gets the trigger and all, but. I'm actually surprised we're holding up pretty well against an Atraxa deck. I thought we were going to get completely annihilated. And we're probably still going to lose, but at least we gave him a run. And it looks like he got a much better draw off of it this time. You got Kaya, Turo, Alron's Epiphany, so yeah, he wins. Okay. Not a big surprise. Pretty much didn't think that was going to be a win at any point. But I was happy that it actually kept up with it a little bit. You know, Atraxa, Niv Mizzet Reborn, they're like practically the same card in Historic Brawl, and I would have a lot of trouble with this deck against either of them. But I'd say Atraxa is definitely a better version of Niv Mizzet Reborn. But they essentially do the same thing. Big guy for reasonable mana that fills your hand up with cards. Atraxa definitely has less limitations and is a stronger creature, of course, even though it's more mana. It seems alright. We're up against a Zeatora deck, so this should at least be a somewhat even match. As far as power level goes. Definitely do not want to give my opponent free treasures. Well, I might still have to block, so we'll attack. did not attack. I'm a little surprised by that. Ooh, we missed a land drop now. That's really annoying. I guess we're just going to go for the beatdown plan at this point then. There it is for one. Just get a cheap angel. Threatening about 6 damage a turn seems pretty good. It's going to force my opponent to have to do something. And if he doesn't, then we get in a lot of damage. Really hope we draw a land this turn. Alright, so I lose my Congealous Sunwing no matter what. With the 2 things he chose, so I guess I'll give my angel indestructible. Yeah, I guess it didn't matter anyways. I guess if I gave it to the Kinjali, then it wouldn't have died to the 2 thing, and it would have died to the high casting cost, and I would have kept my angel token, so it was actually a mistake second to put it on the angel. I just didn't think about it enough. That's what I get for not thinking it through. Alright, hopefully we can draw some land. Got some land. There is still some shred of hope that we can maybe get ahead in this game, but we're pretty far behind now, that's for sure. But having the key and the unexpected windfall are both cards that will help me get Valomachus out soon. Hopefully in time. That's a weird card to have in that deck. I guess it makes some sense to go kind of Reanimator-ish type stuff with a deck that sacrifices creatures, I guess. I think I'm going to unexpected windfall instead of keying here because I can still draw land and I get 2 treasures, so it's still a net gain of 2 mana just like that would be. And then if I draw a land, then I'll have enough mana guaranteed for next turn. I can get rid of this Guardian Idol, which is not really what I want right now. So I think I'm going to just do that right now in case we draw land. Yeah, we do that. Don't think I want to shock it in. Excuse me. Now we can get Valomachus next turn. Maybe that'll do something. Opponent only has 2 cards left in hand, so that's good. I assume he's playing his commander. This doesn't have too much going on with that. Well, let's hope my opponent doesn't have instant speed removal for Valomachus here. If he does, we pretty much lose on the spot. Would have really liked to draw a land here so we could use the Resolute Watchdog on it. But I think we have to... I don't know, maybe I could wait a turn. I do have Wandering Emperor now. Lightning Bolt can kill this guy. So you get back a non-rogue creature, so it's only a 1/1 either way. I don't really care about either of those. I probably should kill that thing now before he gets something good in the graveyard or throws it to him. Yeah, I guess I don't think it's worth taking the risk for Valomachus without having any protection for it. So I think I'm going to Lightning Bolt and hold up Wandering Emperor. Let him get back his 1-drop. I mean, maybe I should have waited till his turn for the lightning bolt though. I don't think it really matters. It's just a 1/1. Okay. Turn his treasures into 1/1s. I guess that's pretty good with Zootora, huh? He only has 1 card left in hand, though. Why is it doing it now? Okay. Matter? I mean, I guess it scries and all, but... Alright, that should slow down some of the craziness at least. But he's basically got another 5 of these 1/1s if he wants to. Which isn't that concerning. Alright, just plays the Zootora again, cool. So now when we do a Cleansing Nova, that should work out damn well since we spent a bunch of treasures. He's gonna get, what, 3 more treasures back when he throws a creature? I assume he's gonna kill the Wandering Emperor. Yeah, that's fine. I still think we're in pretty good shape here. Might even still just go for Valomachus, but I'm probably going to end up cleansing Nova and creatures in this turn. So he's up to... he'll be up to 10 mana. So he'll be able to basically get him up next turn, but it'll cost him almost his whole entire mana base. Most of his treasures, so it seems good. Yeah, I think it's still the best play. So let's do it. Alright, so at this point it'll take all his mana and 2 of his treasures to cast the Zootora. If he has a land, it'll take 1 less, of course, but I only got 1 card in hand and whatever he draws, so we're ahead on resources at the moment. Alright, he decides he doesn't need mana. If you like what he put on top, that's probably not good. He's not going for Zootora, that's really good for us. I gotta remember what this guy does, though. I know he's something with reanimation, right? Deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker. Return to your hand target creature or planeswalker that went to the graveyard this that wasn't put there this combat. It's not too big a deal. Let's hope that last card in his hand isn't like Infernal Grasp or something. That's a nice draw too, so now we have another answer for his next time he casts his commander. I don't think that's actually... oh, that actually kills that dude, doesn't it? Cool. We will chop that down. That was a good Lorehold trigger. It's always annoying when you have to use your treasures to get him out, especially this late in the game, because then if he does get killed, that's going to be a long time until I can play him again. Well, I still have the key in my hand, so I guess it's not going to be that long. I'm just hoping I can have time to actually play the damn thing soon. What did he have? Alright. Cool, cool. So we've got some time now, finally. We finally got the pressure off. I think my opponent probably should have just put his commander in. I think I would have been in worse shape. Overall, if he did, I would have been forced to play my Elspeth Conquers Death. But this stuff really doesn't do anything, so I don't care about any of it. Probably just gonna play the feed. Oh, it's just done. Okay. It wasn't a bad game. Definitely kind of crazy. I built a deck with that guy, Zeator or whatever he's called. I don't know. It was hard to make it really work well. It was very inconsistent. Still might try it again at some point. It's been a long time since I played it, but I do remember it being kind of disappointing. But I do like the Jund color scheme. I just wish there were better commanders in Brawl for Jund. Wish they put Lord Greengrace in here. That'd be really cool. He's probably my favorite Jund commander. The Soul of Windgrace, I don't know, I tried doing that deck too, and I just couldn't get it to really work consistently either. And at least for me, that's what I like my decks to do. I just like them to do whatever the thing it is that I'm trying to do with it, I like it to do it consistently. And then I'm usually happy with the deck, even if it's not the most powerful thing or the best deck out there or whatever. As long as it's doing its thing on a semi-regular basis, I'm usually happy with it. It's like this deck. It's definitely not like the strongest deck or anything, but it's fun to play and it's consistently doing its thing, you know? And there's definitely an element of chaos to it because you never know what you're going to get off of Valomachus' trigger, but you know, important thing was just to load it up with spells that are at least almost always going to do something, you know? There's only a few in here that there are times where I've had to have no good targets or whatever, but that's rare. This hand looks okay. I'm up against a Finn deck, so having a Lightning Helix in my opening hand seems like it'll be good to slow that shit down. So yeah, I'll keep this. Also got decent land, got a little bit of ramp, got a key. Seems like it'll be good. God, I hate this commander though, he's so annoying. Ooh, he didn't have a turn 1 Death Toucher. That's surprising. They almost always do. A mana dork that's also toxic. And I think I'm going to hold up this Lightning Helix, and I'll probably end up killing this. See what he does first, though. Just because that still gives poison without Finn on the board. And if I can avoid it, I'm going to try and get 0 poison counters. Okay, good, he just played Finn, so it's still going to be annoying, maybe, but yeah, we'll just kill him. I don't want to take any poison counters because I'm assuming he's going to have a whole bunch of proliferate stuff too, so if I can avoid poison entirely, I'm going to. I guess I'm not going to be able to though because I can't cast the Storm's Wrath and I don't have any other removal. So we're just doing this, forging the Pyrite Sword. We'll have to take some poison this turn and then hopefully Storm's Wrath will give us a nice board clear this next turn. And hopefully we don't die just from getting a couple poison counters. At least he's... I don't think there's anything in green that has haste and Death Touch except what? Questing Beast, I guess? He doesn't have that apparently, so that's good. Alright. Storm's Wrath should be really good here. Ooh, that's a good draw. As much as I want to get this key down, I really can't let this board stand. Finn's back, but Finn doesn't have any health right now, so I'm not too scared of that. I think we'll just take the Shadow Spear again. it looks like Valomachus will be pretty good here. Hopefully. Opponent might have some damage throwing spells though. So hopefully we can kill Finn with this. Oh, we can. Nice. I guess we'll do Deafening Clarion so I can get some life too, just in case it matters. In the end, it's no real difference. Might as well. Keep that Finn off the board. Makes him harder to kill with Valomachus. Bad. Now we can get our gold span going. This guy's death touching mana, this guy is what? Would have been a better time for that, definitely. Yeah. So I think I'm going to do the Fire Prophecy. We're going to hit, we'll hit this one. I want to ditch a card to draw a card. Now that I have Gilded Lotus in hand, I think I'm actually going to ditch the key. Oh, okay. Finn's had enough abuse. Finn is pretty easy to beat, though. That's the one thing. He's kind of annoying, especially when they get a really powerful draw, but most of the time, on average, he's pretty easy to beat. So we're up to 4 and 3. Not bad, not bad. Might even beat the 5-win challenge here. Which I was thinking in the beginning, probably like 50-50 that we actually get the 5 wins. Well, we got mana, got a Arcane Signet, got a treasure map, and a little bit of removal. But we're up against a Tamiyo Field Researcher. I don't know how useful that removal will be. The last couple times I played against the Tamiyo deck, they didn't really have a high creature count from what I saw. But it still seems like a reasonable hand. I'm going to keep it. I'm really not impressed with this one as an actual commander, though. I might try and build it myself at some point, but I don't know. At least the way I've seen people build it, I haven't been impressed. I think there is probably a way to build it that would be good. Not exactly sure how that would be just yet, but I think you might actually want to do more cheaper creatures than as control-y as I'm seeing these ones. I just think that, like, I don't know. As far as Bant commanders go, I don't know if she's the strongest one, that's for sure, or even close to being good enough. But we shall see. I think this is only maybe the 3rd time I've seen someone play this. So I definitely want land at this point, or at least mana rocks. Some kind of mana cards. I don't think I want a raid. That means I'm probably going to want to do this on my upkeep as well. So throw that on the bottom. I don't think I need more. A little more at this point. Cool, land is up. Oh, and now we can Unexpected Windfall as well. I'll wait until my opponent's end step for this, see what my opponent does here, but that is probably what we'll do. I'm just not sure what card I want to discard. Probably the Revoke, but I'm not sure. Well, maybe it'll be the Power Stance. I think it's probably more likely that it'll have an enchantment or artifact I want to kill than a creature. Especially since I do still have swords as well. I don't know, we'll see. Depends on what my opponent does here. If my opponent does absolutely nothing, it'll probably be the Valor Stance. Or if he just plays his commander. He's ramping. We're also going to be able to get Valomachus out next turn, pretty much guaranteed. So, if my opponent does have a counterspell, I hope he uses it on this. Alright, doesn't look like he did it all, there was no hesitation there. So do another land too. Excellent. Actually, I'm still going to do this first and get the treasures. Don't think I want more land now. Hopefully this resolves. Oh yeah, something. Those swords, huh? Well, I don't have any protection for him, that's unfortunate. But at least we got the mana to play him again next turn, so it's not that big a deal. Alright, just placed Tammy. Alright, well, he's got another white-green mana open. Can't have another Swords of Plowshares. Maybe he has Fateful Absence as well. Let's hope he's not that lucky. This one gets stopped, probably doomed. Okay. I'll draw a card. Give a protection green, whatever. Land. Nothing else that I want to cast, so Valomachus lived. Cool. Hopefully that continues. He's probably got a board wipe then. Oh, he's got Elvis Confidence Death, huh? Alright. That's pretty good. Does that give me the mana to play him? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 mana short. That's unfortunate. Definitely gonna kill that. And let's put Gideon down just to have some other threat on the board. And what do I want to get with this? Thinking about Showdown. That was a weird conceit. I really didn't think he was that far behind at all. Alright, well, won against a Tamio deck. I wasn't really sure we were going to be able to win that game. I thought it was going to be an uber control deck and we were going to just keep losing our commander here. But he decided he didn't want to deal with it, I guess. So yeah, we got our challenge with Valomachus, 5-3, not bad. So if you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe my videos. Definitely helps with the algorithms and lets me know that you want to keep seeing more of this. I'll keep making more content. Until next time, happy gaming.